Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you doing? I've been away for a while, so I have a few things that have arrived that I haven't done a video on yet. But I've been busy. I've been away. I was just on Lake Champlain for a week. Just got back on Saturday, and I had these baits here. These from Woo Tungsten. So I made a Woo order recently, and I got a few of their baits that I didn't have. So I figured I'd show them to you before I put them in the boat, because once I put them in the boat and they get all popped apart, everything will be all over the place. But I think I've done a video in the past on Woo. I am on their pro staff. I joined a few years ago, and make a lot of nice stuff. So I do have a discount code for you guys who are looking for some discounts on tungsten. But let me just see what I got here. I wanted to stock up on some Neds. And I wanted to get some of the heavier ones. So I didn't have a lot of 3/8 left. So I grabbed some 3/8. Let me see what I got here. I got some 3/8, some quarters, 1/6, and I think this is a quarter too. So those are the three sizes I got in the Neds. Now you guys have all seen Ned rigs before, and Ned hooks. But when you get a Woo Tungsten Ned, you'll get a 3-pack. And this is the, obviously the brown painted head. And this one is the quarter, I believe. Now they took it out of the pack. I'm not sure what the weight is here. So there's your 1/4 ounce Ned head, which is the kind of the size. When I first started throwing Neds and using like Z-Man heads and other heads, you're throwing 1/10, 1/16, 1/6. I kind of like a quarter. To me, a 1/4 ounce is good if I'm fishing a little deeper. I may lighten up if I'm bed fishing, but a lot of times the quarter is my go-to size for a Ned. And, if you haven't tried the Woo Tungsten Ned, first of all, I'm in New Hampshire, which is a no-lead state, so now I'm legal here. But there's your typical Ned. It's got the little bait keeper there. You guys can see that, the bait keeper. And there's your 1/4 ounce. It's a good sturdy hook. So it's a solid Ned. So if you guys are looking for some tungsten Neds, feel those rocks a little better. And if you're in a non-lead state, then you'll be good. But that's the Woo Tungsten, and that's the brown painted one. That's the 1/4 ounce. And it's, like I said, it's a 3-pack. So I'm going to try to put these back in there. What's nice about these, they got that little foam pad there that you can, so you're not hooking yourself all the time when you take them out of the pack. But that's the brown in the quarter. Let's see, do I have any quarter? Yeah. So I also got the black in the quarter. And I'm not sure what this color is. Oh, it must be green pumpkin. I forgot what I even ordered. Oops. But there's the black in the quarter. And what I like is the eye is not all full of paint, which can be annoying when you get a new lead head or a tungsten head. But that's the black. So I got a 1/4 ounce in the brown, a 1/4 ounce in the black, and I got a 1/4 ounce in the green pumpkin. So if you like to kind of match your Ned head with the colored bait you're throwing, I wish Woo made like a white or a pink tungsten head for the bed fishing time. They don't do that right now. You could always nail polish it though. But there you go. There's your green pumpkin head. So if you like to, change the head colors, not just throw black all the time, you got some options. So there you go. So there's my 1/4. So I got 3 of the 1/4 ounces. I probably ordered based on kind of what was on stock, because really I ordered because I wanted to stock up on my Ned heads. I was getting low on tungsten Ned heads. And this is the 1/6 size. Now, if I was, obviously it's a smaller hook. But there's your 1/6. You can see that's a tiny head. That's the brown, obviously. So hopefully it's not too blurry. But there's your 6. Now this, if I was bed fishing, I would perhaps try this lighter Ned head. I don't seem to really have a problem with a 1/4 ounce. most of the time I'm, you know, casting it or pitching it, the Ned past the bed and kind of swimming it towards it anyway. And I got one pack of the 3/8. This is if I'm fishing deeper water and I want to throw a Ned. If I'm deeper than 10 feet, I'll probably go to that 3/8, 15 to 20, maybe 25. Not that I throw a lot of Neds in 25 feet of water, but that 3/8 ounce size, I like to get down there a little quicker. There's your 3-pack of the 3/8 ounce size. See, that head's a little bigger. Nice sturdy hook. Bait keeper. So there you go. So if you like those heavier Ned heads, if you're fishing deeper structure, you can get those too. So that's it. So that's the Ned heads I got. Now these other ones I have, I did not have from Woo at all. All I had were Neds and drop shot baits. So I wanted to try some of their other terminal tackle. And so here is if you want to throw a wacky rig. Got a pack of those, and these are 3/16. So I'm going to do a little finesse fishing. And actually, a wacky rig on a bed is not a terrible thing either. That's just a black painted head. So if you want a wacky rig, there you go. It's got a little weed guard, if you guys can see that. 3/16 ounce. So if you want to do some finesse fishing, there you go. So I got some of these. Like I said, I didn't have any of these. I think this is a 3-pack too. That's what it looks like in the pack right there. So if you want their wacky jig, and that's the black size, 3/16 ounce. That's what it looks like. I'm sure they probably have them in those the browns and the green pumpkins, but when I ordered, they probably didn't have them in stock, or I just wanted to try them out before I got more of them. I got 1 pack of those. Let's see. I got 2 packs of their shaky heads, shaky head hooks, jig heads. And this one is a 1/4 ounce, and that's a 3/8. So I'll show you the 1/4 ounce first. And I believe these are both painted black, yeah. So for you guys who like, a shaky head with that screw top, you got that screw top there. Nice sturdy hook. Tungsten head, painted black. There you go. So if you guys are looking for a tungsten shaky head, jig head, there you go. Try a Woo. So, like I said, these are all 3-packs. Got 3 of those. And since these are going in the boat tomorrow, get a good look at them now. Well, they're all torn apart and they're a mess. And I also tried the 3/8 size, a little deeper. That's a 2-pack. That's also black, I believe. I'll show you those up close. So if you guys want to fish a little shaky head a little deeper, there you go. So same construction, just that 3/8 ounce head. Screw top, nice sturdy hook. It's a good hook. Tacky hook. Don't think I'll be doing any shaky head fishing tomorrow, but they're going to go on the boat anyway. There you go. So I got 2 packs of those. I did not have any tube heads, so tube jig heads. So I believe, let's see, I got 1 of each. I got a 1/4. I got a 3/8. And I got a 5/16, so I'm going to fish a little deeper. But I didn't have any tungsten internal tube heads. I do like throwing a tube. So I said, when I saw it on the site, I guess I just didn't realize they were on there. So there you go. So if you guys like that internal tube head, that part just slides up the tube, and you pop your line tie out. But I believe that's a 1/4, right? For getting these sizes. But there you go. So it doesn't matter what the color is. There you go. There's your 1/4 ounce size. So if I'm going to fish a little shallower, I would definitely go for the 1/4 ounce. These, I believe, are 2 packs, all of them. So there you go, there's a 1/4. A little heavier, we go to the 3/8. So if you want to go a little deeper, there's that 3/8 head. Nice hook. Yeah, that hook's going to be exposed on your tube anyway. And what's nice with that hook kind of angled down, probably won't hang up so much, because that'll be angled down towards your bait when the tube collapses. You set the hook. There you go. It's 3/8 ounce size. And here's the big one, 5/16. Most of the time when I'm throwing an internal tube, it's usually a 3/8. I would say probably most of the time it's 3/8, occasionally a half, depending on how deep I'm fishing. There's that bigger one, that 5/16. So if you are looking for a tungsten internal tube head, tube jig head, there you go. You guys have seen this. How clear that'll look. But 2 pack of those. So I didn't have any tungsten tube heads. Now I do. So there's the big one, the 5/16. And last but not least, I didn't have any tungsten swim bait heads either, and Woo's has them. So I don't know, where's the weights in here? These are both 1/4 ounces. So usually when I do these kind of belly weighted swim bait heads, 1/4 ounce is kind of like what I go with. You don't want to overpower the swim bait. And I think a 1/4 ounce is just enough to give you some weight to throw it, because that's, you know, a big swim bait is a pretty big piece of plastic. It'll throw pretty far, even without a weight. I believe these are both the same. Let me just double check. Both 1/4. This one says 143. This is 144. I'm not sure what the difference is. Let me see if what I like is they have the because I don't know. So I don't know about you guys, but if I put these in like one of my boxes, my terminal tackle boxes, then I forget what they weigh. I like that they actually put the weight. You know, the companies are starting to put the actual weight of them on there. But there you go. I guess I'm assuming it's the gap of the hook. That's the difference. But there you go. So if you're looking for that belly weighted swim bait head that's in tungsten, here you go. Woo makes those too, and I don't know if that's going to come out on the video. If you guys can see that, you can see they actually have the weight on there, which is good, because if I put these in my box, my tungsten box, I'm going to forget what they weigh. Now let me just compare these side by side, because I don't really remember what the difference is with the numbers. It's probably the gap of the hook. That would be my guess. I probably got a 3/0 and a 4/0. Yeah, just looking at it, that's definitely a bigger. You guys can see the difference in the hook size there. Like that one will actually fit inside that one. I assume this is a 3/0 and that's a 4/0. That's probably what the difference is. But they're both 1/4 ounce. It's just a bigger, depending on how big of a piece of plastic you're using. A swim bait head, or a swim bait. So that, if my memory serves me, that is the 3/0, and this would be the 4/0. But you can see it's still 1/4 ounce. So your weight's the same, you just got a bigger gap hook. So if you have a bigger swim bait you want to use, there you go. So that's the Woo Tungsten haul that I got. Now I've had these for a couple weeks, but I was away for a week and spending a week preparing to go away to Champlain. So there you go. So that's it, guys. That's what I got from Woo Tungsten. If you guys have never used Woo before, and you want to check it out, I mean, I know they're always accepting new pro staffers, and so you can get some discounts. But I do have a code here. It's WooFriends10. I'll put that in the description of the video. WooFriends10. That'll save you 10%. So if you want to try them out, you've never used Woo Tungsten before, give it a shot and save yourself 10%. So just to recap, I got the swim bait heads. I don't want to call them heads, but swim bait hooks. Neds, stocked up on Neds. Never have enough of these. Those will probably be thrown tomorrow. The tube heads. 3 different sizes of those. Put that box back together. The wacky. I guess, I'd call this a flick shake too. You can call it a flick shake. Whatever you want to call it. I like throwing these with that, I don't know if you can see them back there, the 500 bags of Zoom trick worms that I have, and good old shaky heads. So shaky head is something I did for a while. I haven't really done much in the last few years. I've kind of thrown that, that trick worm on that slider head and other things, but I'd like to try these out. A good option. But that's it, guys. Like I said, WooFriends10 will save you 10% if you decide to, buy some Woo stuff, if you haven't tried it already. But like I said, I'll put that in the description and links to the website and all that. But, I just wanted to show you that. So that's what I got for now. I do have a couple other orders. I did get some new football jigs from Beast Coast I want to show you guys. And I did get a small order from Land Big Fish. That came when they had their spring sale, so I'll show you guys that in the next day or two. And I'm going to put together a collage. I didn't do any filming. The thing about filming, to me, it's just a pain. I just want to go fishing. So not that I'm saying I'm not going to do it, because my goal this year was to do it more. But, when you get up there and you're all ready to go fishing, and then you're messing around with a camera and everything. So I have to get my Tacticam set up and just put it on the boat and turn it on and just let it run. And worry about what the footage that I like to use later. But I didn't have the right I had a hookup for my windshield, and I was going to hook it up on there, but I didn't have the right connector for the camera to that little arm thing to put on there, so I just said forget it. But I'll, as I get out more and get familiar with the camera, I'm sure you'll see more on the water stuff. But I did a lot of pictures. The trip was lots of fun again. Kenny and the guys, we had a good time. Caught lots of fish. It was weird. From what we heard, the ice out on Champlain was about 3 weeks later than last year. So the fish definitely were not up the same as it seemed like they were up more shallow last year. But there's still a lot of fish to be caught. We just went a little deeper. Did a lot of blade bait fishing, which I wasn't anticipating, but we did a lot of it, and that was probably the more quality fish we were catching on that, because they were just the bigger smallies that were hanging out in deeper water still. But the jerkbait bite was good. Caught some fish on Neds, but I would say it was probably about 60 to 70% of jerkbaits, and probably another 25% of blade baits, and maybe 10% Neds. Other than that, my shallow cranking that had worked last year was not a player. My jig fishing, I caught a few largemouths jigging, but not a lot. Not like last year was much better. Because the water temperatures were still, like the inland sea, the water was like 43. It was still cold. I know it's deep in there, so that deep water hasn't warmed up yet, but it was still awesome anyway. Even when Champlain is not quite producing like it did in the past, that first week in May, it's still awesome. So, you can't go wrong up there. But like I said, I'll put that together and do a little description of little chat on how we made out and what we were using. The Land Big Fish order and the Beast Coast stuff. So you guys will see that soon on here. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the video, please share it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. When I look at stuff on my channel, it shows a lot of people watch them, but they don't subscribe. So hey, the more subscribers, the better. So appreciate the subscribers. I'd like to do some kind of a giveaway when I hit 1,000. I'm getting closer. So when I get to that, I do have some things I want to give away. So when that time comes, I'll decide what it's going to be. But still got a ways to go. But I'm getting there. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, like and share the video. I'll see you soon on YouTube. Mark out.